Oh, that's introspection. Yeah.
Oh, it's the wrong one?
But that's okay. Whatever. Whatever you want.
Let's see. Where? Oh, reflections, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play reflections. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and we're just going to play a little music before we go there. Ooh, sounds great. Cool, man.
Thank you. A little Errol Garner in there.
Yeah. Cool. Woo.
Beautiful. cool. Whew. Hmm. Blackbird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. Yay!
Oh, that was great.
Thank you.
Josh
Uh,
Nelson. Wow.
we were just listening to Josh's new project, the Discovery Project, live in Japan. Yeah, when did you do that? You did that a year ago or something?
It was recorded in spring 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the world was different.
I'm proud to say that I was one of the first. I was one of the first recipients of that album, right, Josh?
That's true.
You even drove all the way to Canoga Park to deliver my copy,
I
which was so
did.
special. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, thank
I'm just
you.
reflecting, you know.
Thank you for showing up, you guys, for this really fun event celebrating Mon and Josh's new duo CD.
Mm,
Um, it actually was finished last year, but it was a hard year. It's a
mhm.
lot of difficult emotional things, not just in general, but
Yeah.
very specific, especially for Mon, family stuff. And so, although it was ready in December of 2020, Mon felt like it wasn't really the right time to have a joyful release.
Uh,
So now, February
yeah.
28th,
hmm
much nicer.
It's a new beginning, a new day. And I'm so I'm thrilled uh, for you, Josh, as well. I'm so grateful that this is happening, and it won't happen without Kathy's help as well.
Mm.
Some of our loyalist friends.
Definitely. Who are here.
Yeah.
So are you guys ready to or Josh, I kind of stepped on your feet. Would you like to say anything?
Mhm.
Oh, no. Happy to be here. This is really great that we're doing this now.
Yeah.
You know, that the record came out is so beautiful already, but just to get a little time with you guys to talk about this project and reflect on some good times musically. And I just, you know, respect you both so much. And Kathy, we've had a long relationship that continues to develop and blossom into other areas. And Mon, I've been just adoring getting to know you
Oh.
and just a special record that I feel totally lucky to have gotten the call, as they say,
Oh,
to do this record with you. And it's just beautiful. I listen to it often, and I share it with people, and it's just a very honest album. And you're singing so beautifully on it,
Oh.
and Cathy, your contribution to it is natural and easy and effortless, like everything you do, and all those who are here tonight who helped with it. Thank you. You know, it's a labor of love, like you said, Cathy. It takes a tribe, takes a village, and this is one of those kind of projects. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely. And Mon, you're going to actually have to get really close to the mic.
okay.
So, I
Can
mean,
can I say it again? I just want to thank again publicly Josh for for saying yes, for being part of this our my personal, I call it my passion project. It's always been in my bucket list, to have you and collaborate with you, and
uh,
it's an honor and a privilege. So thank you, man. I appreciate very much your what you've invested and what you did in
mm,
our sessions in the studio. They just happened, and it was all beautiful. Thank you for that.
thank you.
And also, as early as now, I'd like to thank our friend Alvin for putting
definitely.
things
Yes,
together for
Yeah. For
everybody.
putting
Alvin.
It's
this,
not an easy job,
no.
especially during these times.
Yeah. So this is a pre-recorded event, and although we're here now and we're watching, and we'll be here afterwards as well,
Mm.
and but Alvin was really terrific on putting it all together, and yeah, thanks, Alvin. You really did a great job, Alvin Reyes.
Thanks, man. Pare, thank you so much.
Thanks, Alvin.
So now we're actually gonna move into the video, and let me see how my technology is gonna hold up. I think it's good, but you never can tell. So
The
let
Techie CSG.
yeah. All righty. So here we go. We are seeing your comments, so and we'll try and answer them, and as we go on. But we're going to be watching as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. 2020 has been one of the most challenging years in my life, and perhaps yours as well. The events that probably carried the most attention are the losses of life in the pandemic scale and the unnecessary deaths that sparked hundreds of riots. There was also an earthquake here in LA just a couple of months ago, while California was battling firestorms sweeping up and down the whole state. And there's a few more days left before we welcome 2021, and I am praying our new president will unite us to meet the new challenges ahead. Yes, this year will be a defining moment in our lives, and one where we will get to share with future generations of grandchildren about everything that happened in 2020. In the meantime, I need a breather. And this new CD album from Mon David and Josh Nelson might very well be the remedy I need to do the trick. Welcome to Cat's Shop, and I am your host, Cathy Segal-Garcia.
Well, we call it a samba. With that same
Joining me today are two of the most creative and talented musicians in the LA jazz scene, and perhaps the jazz universe. Vocalist, composer, lyricist, arranger, musician, and now record producer, Mon David, and piano virtuoso, arranger, composer, songwriter, and music scorer, Josh Nelson. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Kath. Hello,
Hello,
Josh.
Cathy. Hello, Mon. Pleasure to be here.
Well, I'm just going to get down to the thick of it and start with Josh. Josh, tell me, how did the project get started?
I believe Mon approached me at a show I was doing with my project called the Discovery Project, multimedia show, and it was happening at the historic downtown LA Union Railway Station. And he approached me about the project, saying it would require someone who has a really synergistic approach to making music. And without thinking, I said yes, and I'm really glad I did, because this has been one of the most special projects I've ever worked on. Natural, free-flowing, easy, fun, a lot of trust between us both. I got to know Mon better through this and learn what a wonderful soul he has and how open he is in the music. And it was just a treat from beginning to end. And I could be myself and he could be himself. And I can't think of a better meeting. So, yeah, I think that's how it started.
Nice. Mon David, you are producing this CD or album. So why the title DNA?
I thought I'd use DNA as an acronym for David Nelson Agreement. And also because of the fact that I've always believed it's in our DNA, the both of us, to create and enjoy music that's created in the moment. I've always admired Josh's spontaneity and intuitive sense. So, DNA, David Nelson Agreement.
The song selections are so varied, and yet they do seem interrelated, especially in the lyrics of the song, Did I Ever Really Live?
I'll never forget the feeling I had when I heard the great Joe Williams, Miss Carmen McRae perform this song. They rescued this piece of gem from oblivion, and it's a song that represents my state of mind at the moment. A song that I've always wanted to record. A song that raises those basic questions we all have. Particularly the lines that go, too soon you'll hear a distant drum, too soon the time will come. Oh my God.
You'll hear a distant drum. Too soon the time to go will come, and time won't wait. Is it too late to ask? Did I ever love? Did I ever give? Did I ever really live?
So most of the songs, except maybe for Always and Forever, which has music by Pat Metheny and lyrics by Mon David, are songs that have been covered by so many singers and musicians. So we all have an idea of what the song is all about. However, what I really hope to hear from both of you today, what I want is to be a part of the adventure of your musical safari. Take me and the viewers to that enchanted trip at Tally Studios when you started collaborating, and most especially your own personal experiences as you brought these things to life. Now let's start with Josh. In the song You Must Believe in Spring, Josh, your spacing and beautiful airy tones were the perfect complement to Mon's rich baritone voice. But your improvisation became a completely different song on its own. Do you remember what inspired you to create those beautiful melodies?
I have always loved the music of Michel Legrand and the lyrics of the Bergman writing team are just transcendent. This to me represents the best that creative minds can come up with, and a really challenging song, not only probably to sing, but to perform. It's complex. It's got a lot of rich harmony. So making sure to pay homage to the original idea of the harmony, but also leave enough space so there's breath and the listener can enjoy the journey. It's a challenge for an instrumentalist such as me. but it was easy with Mon in this setting because it just fit in so nicely with all of the other material that he had selected for the record. And I had always wanted to record it. So when he brought it to me, I said, yes, let's do it. And it just happened naturally. I'm a very melodic thinking improviser, so it's a natural flow and ability for me to do that. I feel very lucky to have that gift, and I thought it was a great pairing to share it with Mon. And most songs on this record kind of naturally just came out. I didn't think too much in the studio about trying to get to a moment. I think that was going to happen no matter what. So it was just staying relaxed, breathing, being mindful of my presence in that moment, and just listen and respond to Mon and his beautiful phrasing and his natural ability to convey the message of the song, and kind of stay out of the way and create a bed of orchestration that he could feel safe to do his magic with. So, yeah.
Just as a tree is assured its leaves will reappear, it knows its emptiness is just a time of year. The frozen mountain dreams of April's melting streams, how crystal clear it seems. You must believe in spring.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. Those were really beautiful moments. I remember they just happened. They just happened. I wasn't even thinking of anything. I just reacted, feeling, having that beautiful feeling, listening to your chord progressions and your melodic phrases. So it was beautiful. It was just beautiful.
There were so many wonderful moments that just happened, but all because of the inspiration brought out by the beautiful stories in these songs and the accompanying lyrics that seemed to just flow naturally with the melodies. Good example is Lush Life, where I can imagine the 16-year-old Billy Strayhorn writing those amazing chords on a piece of paper while singing the lyrics in his heart.
Yeah, it's really amazing how all of these intense emotions and feelings can come from a 16-year-old musician, Billy Strayhorn. Words like, "I'll forget you, I will, while yet you are still burning inside my brain." Whew.
I'll forget you, I will, while yet you are still burning inside my brain. Romance is mush, stifling those who strive. I live a lush life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those.
You know, one of the reviews that caught my eye was from Dick Metcalf. Mon's vocal scat intro to Devil May Care is absolutely superb and sets up one of the most rhythm-infused jazz experiences you'll hear in 2020. These two players were just made for each other.
Yeah, it's playtime with my pal Josh. a mind reader enjoying an interplay with another mind reader. And now I think Bob DeRose Classic is a nice vehicle for that. Live love today, let come tomorrow what may. And here's to life. All you give is all you get, so give it all you've got. May all your storms be weathered and all that's good get better. Here's to life, to love, and in behalf of the writers, R.T. Butler and Phyllis Molinari, here's to you, my friends, listeners, music lovers, including that gardener out there. Here's to you.
So here's to life and all the joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. Funny how the time just flies, how love can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes, leave you with the memories you've memorized. Keep your winters warm. For there's no yes in yesterday. Who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away.
Nice. One of my favorites is In Praise of Bill Evans. It's a medley of compositions by the great Bill Evans. And it takes us to its creation and to your memorable moments.
This has always been a bucket list item, to stitch together a medley of songs in praise of the great Bill Evans, an artist who embodied intelligence and emotion.
Very early, love came quickly when I first saw you.
I totally agree, Mon. You know, I'm a huge Bill Evans fan. Somebody I really wish I got to see play live, but I was too young when he passed away at a very young age. And these are beautiful masterpiece songs that you've chosen for this project. Getting a chance to play them is a form of gratitude with you. His artful approach to creating. So I dug deep and, wondered how I would thank him if we were kind of smiling face to face. Those beautiful melodies really linger in my heart forever. And he was a deep musician. Read a couple biographies about him too, a very challenged life and tortured soul, but he left us some great music, and I'm really glad we included some of his music on this record.
And from Bill Evans to Joe Beam, Hoagie Carmichael, and Johnny Mercer. Two songs that express the same sentiments, that longing, yearning feeling that we all experience anyway at some point in our lives. I thought
And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard music in the night? Beautiful music, faint as the will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as the loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Oh, oh, skylark, have you seen a valley?
towards the end of our session, Josh came up with the idea of, he thought we might, he felt like doing something bluesy and swinging. So I thought of honoring the beautiful legacies of Monk and Charlie Parker. And so we did this. We just jammed, and I thought of coming up with injecting a little bit of my native tongue, which is Tagalog. Puro bukas na lang.
I came to this town, was tired of chasing around. I came to get straight. I had to get straight, had no time to waste. God knows I gotta make a haste. Do things are moving, no time for noodling. I used to wonder how, and everything seemed profiling. I came to get straight. It's straight on the time for chasing around. I gotta keep up, You wanna know why? Because they're waiting in line. All in a hurry, no time to worry. See, to me it really matters. What comes it really doesn't, so I'm chasing it straight. Kailan mo ba kaya uumpisahan? Kailan ba? Huwag mo nang ipagpaliban. Parati kang ganyan, burubukas na lang. Ay naku, burubukas na lang. Parati kang ganyan, walang pupuntahan. Kailanman,
That was a lot of fun. I can only imagine. And speaking of imagine, I also read Dick Metcalf's review of the album. And what got stuck in my mind was his own personal take. He said, I've heard hundreds, if not thousands, of performances of John Lennon's Imagine, but none are as powerful and fulfilling as what Mon and Josh create for you on their rendition. The pacing is just perfect, and you'll feel like these two are right there in your living room singing this for you personally. It's one of my favorites too. The groove on this one is really cool. And Josh used an electronic keyboard as well as the acoustic piano, which prompted another reviewer, Ron Weinstock, to write this. Equally stunning is a version of John Lennon's Imagine that starts with David unaccompanied before Nelson adds understated piano and atmospheric electric keyboards.
you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you join us, and the world will live as one.
this was another moment on the recording where I felt like another instrument would just add that little zest of umami,
Uh,
another flavor. And yeah, I think it was successful. I didn't want to play it too much or layer on too many parts because it would just imagine like another horn player, trumpet or saxophone, kind of commenting about this dialogue between Mon and myself. Maybe an unseen observer, someone that knows about peace and can imagine what that might look like, but is not really a part of the peace process. It's kind of a way I was thinking about it as I was recording the part over the piano part. Try and be present, but leave lots of space, and lead with your heart. And I'm really happy with how this track came out. It's groovy, it's soulful. Mon just shines so brightly on it. It really does.
Cool, Josh. And Mon, I love your talking the words through the instrumental part after Josh's beautiful solo, and then again toward the end when you spoke the quote.
I'm reminded of these words expressed by Amy Murga. We were all humans until politics divided us. We were all humans until religion separated us. Race disconnected us. And even wealth classified us. And so John Lennon's message remains inspiring with its timeless words of inspiration.
I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. We'll live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. All we need is just the brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say,
Josh, in Blame It on My Youth, did it bring back memories of your childhood or teenage life? You played the whole song before Mon sung the lyrics, and your piano playing sounded so joyful and beautiful.
Yeah, this song has always conjured up thoughts of looking back, having regrets, but knowing that you made the best decisions in the moment based on your age and experience. And the lyric is so beautiful and poignant, but to me, in some ways, the music transcends on this one, and that's why I feel like so many instrumental musicians love this song, because the melody is just absolutely gorgeous. The chord changes and progression are just mesmerizing, and it's natural to just access a place of childlike wonderment, mystery. You can take it to a joyful place, you can take it to an introspective place, you can take it to a regretful place, hopeful. It's capable of so much. It's one of those very unique songs in the American songbook kind of group of tunes that really just are unique. And many of those songs are on this record, and that's why it was such a great thing to be a part of, because he really pulled together you, Mon. You really pulled together just some amazing moments, and Blame It On My Youth is definitely one of my favorite compositions, and I just love playing it. So yeah, it reminds me of my youth, but also it just is a beautiful song with a beautiful message and melody that I don't necessarily relate to myself, but I would love to comment on with my own performance. So I'm very proud of how this turned out, and Mon, you sang so beautifully on it. Just gorgeous. Oh, breaks my heart to hear it in the best possible way.
Like a toy that brought you joy one day, a broken toy that you preferred to throw away. If I expected love when first we kissed, blame it on my youth. If only just for you I did exist, blame it on my youth. I believed in everything like a child of 3. You meant more than anything, all the world to me. If you were on my mind all night.
Mon, you sang the little-known introduction to the next song. And of course, the introductions are something that most of the great American songbook composers wrote. I noticed that you like those little verses, even in your earlier albums.
I left the stars.
There's something
behind.
cool about intro verses. I love doing them because of the fact that it's always good to set it up, the main message of the song. And I also enjoy starting pieces with the bridge, because the bridge connects everything to the main idea of the song. And regarding Mark Winkler's I Chose the Moon, I have a strong feeling that the gardener is in agreement with me. He's working on his own verse. Back to I Chose. What a lovely piece of music by Bill Cantos, with equally beautiful lyrics by Mark Winkler. I have a feeling this is bound to be one of the modern standards. I left the stars behind. I chose the moon.
I left the stars behind. I chose the moon.
It shines through your eyes.
And you know I don't mind, 'cause when the moon shines, it shines through your eyes, so warm, so wise, the moon. Isn't it human to think of what could be, of a different road, a different life, different you and me? I guess I'm like the wild, wild sea. Who needs the moon above to guide me with your sweet and gentle, unsentimental love? I chose the moon. I chose the moon. And you know, I don't
Always and forever. Such a beautiful way to end this CD. This song is so full of love. Mon, you wrote beautiful lyrics to this Matheny masterpiece. I just love it.
This song by Pat Metheny has a melody that's spiritual to me. It's been tucked in my heart for years, and it's been inspiring me in so many ways. And I'd like to dedicate this to all the people we love, all those who we are with in our journeys, the individuals who continue to be part of our lives. You will always be the one true love in my heart, the one true light of my life, always and forever.
my one and only inspiration, my source of strength and wondrous joy for now and evermore. 'Cause you're all that I'm living for. You will always be the one love I'll ever treasure, the one love I will adore, always and forever.
Well, so there we have it. Thank you, gentlemen, for spending a few moments with us today and for sharing the magical moments you have experienced collaborating with each other. This is really a great album, and I'm so happy to have it. Any final words?
I can't tell you how much joy this project brought me, Mon. I've been a part of many recordings, and there are very few that I feel so naturally easy and loving about, that came from a place of joy and connectedness and space and trust. And I just want to thank you for trusting me. And Cathy, it's just been lovely to have you a part of the journey and be a part of some of your journeys too. And you know how I feel about you. We go back many years, and this connection that we all three of us have together is very special to me, and I don't take it for granted. And I'm just so happy to have created this moment together with you, Mon, and congratulations. It's such a beautiful album, and it's my joy to be a part of it, so thank you so much.
Yeah, I remember those moments, and I remember being surprised, but at the same time, it was a pleasant, beautiful feeling. You know, the interaction and the way you would create those chords and those melodic phrases. Wow, it's just beautiful. I love to be in that place always.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And if you're still not convinced that this is a great album, or still unclear of what DNA, David Nelson Agreement, is all about, here is one more of my favorite reviews that describes the heartfelt feeling of those lucky enough to have this album. This one is from the musical memoirs by Dee Dee McMahon. David and Josh Nelson balance, with two hands and a rich baritone voice, a dozen classic songs, plush with thought-provoking lyrics and memorable melodies. These 12 songs delve deeply into the mystery of life and living, gain and loss, Mon David caresses the lyrics with sensitive vocal strength, while Josh Nelson's hands work like an artist's paintbrushes. His piano playing gently strokes the keys and chords to support Mon David's emotional delivery. This is a vocalist who shows, by his choice of repertoire, that he is confident, courageous, thoughtful, well prepared, and need I say more? This album is available now for purchase on Bandcamp and soon on CD Baby. Until next time, this is Cathy Segal-Garcia saying peace on earth. Yeah. Woohoo! That was really beautiful. So this is the cover. As you can see, actually, I don't have to hold this up. It's on there. But this cover, Mon and I were talking about this idea of the leaves, and then Keo Griffith, who's a really great artist and CD cover maker, who a lot of us blue whale, I say us blue whale people use him a lot, and he came up with this really quite beautiful cover. The inside, could you hold that? The inside, has pictures and just beautiful, and just really a beautiful cover. So thank you, Keo, as well.
I'd also like to mention that one of my sources of inspirations when I thought of that, the leaf, was our dear friend Aviva's, one of her paintings. If you recall, that leaf that had this image that's it's almost like glancing or staring at the universe right in front of you. Right, Aviva? Thank you
I
for
second that.
Yes, thank you for that, Aviva.
Yes, she is a big creative source for us.
And also, if I may butt in, I'd like to thank our dear friend Dan Davila for rescuing us, us all, and for always being supportive, along with our other friends out there, Roland Ascaruns, Roy Marshall, and Eileen. Blame It on My Youth is for you guys. I know you love that song. And Josh, once again, words will not be enough to thank you, my friend. Towards the end, I really wanted to say more, but really, thank you for allowing me to collaborate with you and create music with you. And the reason why I chose that acronym, the agreement or arrangement or affinity, is because I continue looking forward to doing more. I'd like DNA to have a volume 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yes.
I keep telling our friends, I need another lifetime to sing all those beautiful songs that, continue ringing in our hearts, in our minds.
Yeah, and also I want to say, I just want to make a small correction at the end. It is available on Bandcamp, which is very easy to buy the record from Bandcamp. And actually, Bandcamp will pay the artists more than any of the locations. So Bandcamp is a plus, but if you do want to get it from Spotify or Apple Music, it's on there as well. CD Baby no longer has a store, so
I have it on my website, the physical
You do?
copy. Yeah, you can buy
Oh.
it from joshnelsonmusic.com,
Oh,
Great,
cool.
where 100% goes to the artists.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
And for those of you who are
Yes.
still interested in having the physical copies, just
Right.
let us know.
Yes.
We'll deliver them to you personally, complete with masks and all the health precautions
Yes, protocols, yes.
protocol. Yeah.
I just Roland. Roland. Sorry, this is kind of a joke question. On my shows, like weekly, every day or whatever, the shows, Roland is always asking the artist if they played with Zappa. So he wants to know, did you guys play with Zappa?
Josh?
No, no. I've never played with Zappa. I think the closest person that I know who I've played with that played with Zappa was Ernie Watts, the saxophonist, because
Mm.
he'd play with him.
Oh.
So that's one degree separation. Yeah.
Also, yes, Taylor, they will sign the copies, so yeah, if you,
Yes.
although you'd have to probably get it from
Mhm.
Josh's site for them
Yeah,
to,
and then we could set it up to get it signed that way, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
And yeah, hopefully soon we'll be able to present it, the program
Live.
live. When the as soon as the dark clouds part, and we'll have those venues available.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
I
do it
can't
live
wait.
yeah, with you, Mon. That'd be so great.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm waiting for that too.
yes.
Well, you guys, I just want to say that, when I checked out the video again, and I actually wanted to buy the CD, but I already have it. But that's the effect that I had, and it's just quite astounding. I know these guys. I love them. I love them as people, and I love their music. But listening to them speak about it and have the music play, it totally enthralled me again about what quality both of you are, and how so important to put this quality into the world right now, especially, and so I want to thank you guys for being who you are,
Oh,
and for doing this. It was just totally, totally wonderful.
well, we'd like to say the same, express the same words to you,
Mm.
because you've been out there, you've been inspiring everybody and encouraging everyone, despite all the despites.
Thank you. But this is about you.
Yeah, and Josh, a while ago, you mentioned something about gratitude. We owe a lot to those who came before us, and so this is our way of honoring
That's
them
right.
and acknowledging their efforts and their contributions to the music world, to the world in general. And so maybe this is our small way of doing that, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and I think we should continue doing it.
Yeah.
No matter how difficult the situation is.
Yes.
Yes.
This is what we do. This is what we live for. This is where we're good at, and
Yeah.
so yeah. And
there's a question on how long this took to actually record.
if I remember right, Josh, we met 3-4 times, right, at your place.
Correct.
And
Yes.
started talking about the songs, the keys, and the flow, and then I had the opportunity to have 3-day schedules at Tally Sherwood's Tritone Studios, and I think we recorded this July of 2019. Is that right? Do you remember?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 days.
2 days. 2
Yeah.
days of 3 to 4 hours of sessions each.
Yeah.
It
you
was
you didn't do very many overdubs either.
no,
did you?
no.
Very little.
It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's most of them are take ones and take two. So,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of overdubbing.
Yeah.
It was just get the best take, the old-fashioned way. Let's
Yeah.
let's connect and get it. We didn't, have a whole band, so we could easily take something else if we didn't think it was ready to go. But the natural flow and the selection of these songs,
Uh-huh.
that's the best way to make a record to me.
Mhm.
In a studio we feel very comfortable in. I've recorded many
Yeah.
times there. I know Kathy, you've worked there a lot. That piano is just like a dream, and
Oh yes,
I
yes.
can
The
just
sounds.
yeah, the sound
monitors
and
of Tally Sherwood's. Oh my God.
exactly, and
Beautiful.
just easy and very very welcoming environment to make an album. Hmm.
It's so nice to be able to breathe with your collaborator, with your, with Josh while singing. I can almost hear him breathe with me. So
Hmm.
and things just happen uh, naturally and organically.
Yes.
That's what, and I think that's what we value. We both value, right? The
Yes.
the moment, being in the moment, and just creating in a spontaneous way.
I see Lori is asking, were there charts? Yes, there were kind of very
Some guide
loose
charts.
lead sheets. Yeah, some uh, Mon had actually written out some things, and we had some guides, but things were changing here and there, and I made some new ones based on what we worked
Yeah.
on. So, in the jazz world, it's
It's a
basically
common
just making
thing.
sure you connect on the form
Uh-huh.
and make sure I'm playing the right chords in the right moment. So charts are secondary in a lot of ways. It's you get to this place where you can establish the trust and then kind
Uh-huh.
of forget about what's on the page and get beyond that. Hmm.
Yeah, and you mentioned that word trust. I was so tempted to call the album Trust as well. Because that's how I felt. That's how I felt during the whole session and the studio work. And I felt safe, but at the
Mm,
same time I felt so inspired but by what you were doing,
mm,
here and there, in and out, and and the idea of space, the
hmm.
sense of space, which I really value in a
Me
setup.
too.
And at this point, I decided, huh, uh, it's so nice. It's a warm feeling to be in that environment where you
Hmm.
can move around because there's lots of space where you can think and create freely.
Yes.
Hmm.
Gary Brumberg wants his CD delivered in person.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Tennessee.
Tennessee.
woo. Hey,
Okay.
Gary.
Let me check my daughter's schedule of
Yeah,
flights.
right.
Gary. Hey, I'll mail one for you. Okay, let's keep in touch. Gary Bromberg, my friend.
Yeah, Gary, miss you, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I
Yeah.
have a phrase for you, Gary, my friend. In the moonlight, when the shadows play, and the thought of what could happen takes my breath away. Did I get the lyrics right, Gary?
Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, Gary said he has a spare room with your names on it.
oh,
Ah.
We'll be there.
wow.
Oh.
Actually,
Not a bad idea.
Calabria and Bob McChesney are moving tonight. There.
What?
Yeah, they're
Really?
moving to Nashville.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
My sister.
Wow.
Anyway, yep, they're literally in the car right now.
wait, this move, is this the prelude to something? Remember her album, recent album?
Prelude
Beautiful,
to a kiss.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Prelude to a Kiss. We'll miss them.
So Gary,
Wow.
we will definitely be visiting.
Yeah, we're losing McChesney and Calabria, but Gary's gaining.
Uh,
Yeah,
What?
lucky guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to get
uh-huh.
going. And thank you again for being here. Made it all the more special.
Thank you again, guys. Our musical friends. Thank you once again,
Yes.
Josh Nelson, Cathy Segal-Garcia, Dan Davila, Aviva, Roland,
Alvin.
Gregory, Alvin Reyes for the video.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
for your
you.
time and your patience. And thank you, Music World.
Thank you, Kathy and Mon. This is really fun to get to do this with you guys, and thanks all for watching on Facebook and asking some great questions. And Mon, I hope we get to play soon, and Kathy, I hope we get to play soon.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do that
gosh,
as
can't
soon as we
wait.
can.
As soon as we can, yeah,
Mm.
get back to the music.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Good night, lovelies.
Good night. Take care. Take care of yourselves.